everyone, this is Fong Lee. I am a business owner. I run Lee's OC Notary here in Orange County, and I started my business last year in 2023. And the reason why I started my business was because I was laid off in January of 23. I've been with the company over a decade, and I've actually been in the mortgage underwriting industry for over 20 years. And after I was laid off in January of last year, really didn't have any prospects. I wasn't sure my next move, but I did know that I'm going to learn, start something new, and that's what I did. Open a business, and I thought the next closest thing to mortgage underwriting in the real estate industry was notary. So I opened Lee's OC Notary in May after taking all the requirements, the class that I needed, and then the test that was required. And part of owning a business is building websites. And since then, I've learned how to build my website. I built additional websites for my family. And today, that's what I'm going to teach you. One of the things for best system engine optimization, SEO, is writing articles on your website. And when I started, I didn't even know how to even get my article that I've written on a Word document to the website on my website. And since then, I've learned how to do that, and I found a quick way to do that. And that's what I'm going to do today in this tutorial. So also stick around, because at the end, I'm going to show you the speed of the website, how it went from 30% to now 90%. So show you steps that I looked at to continue to optimize that. Here we are on my WordPress in the back end of my website. You see here, we have posts, and this is where we're going to start. And press post, and you can go to add new post here. Now it'll take you to this next page, and you'll see that you can add your title here. Right here, you'll see SEO and the readability in Yoast SEO as red. Right now, don't worry about it, because it's going to be red because you haven't posted and you haven't followed all the instructions on how to optimize your post. So what we're going to do is we're just going to begin. Here, you add the title. Now, what I normally do is I have two screens on my particular workstation. Here you can see that I've written my article, and this is the last article on building a website. Now, you can see here there is a title, which is my header. I have here a subheading, and I have here content. And right now I don't have all the images in this particular order, but I know where it's going to be. So I write notes, a notepad or on a piece of paper, and I identify what's the structure of my article: H1, H2, and then content. Then when I build my website, I add my title, and the title on this particular document, I'm going to move this over to my next screen, is 2024 Simplified Web Building Made Easy for Tech Novices. So I'm going to start there because I'm going to name my post. Then edit with Elementor. Now, if you don't have a website yet and you're thinking about building one, check out my description below. Previous tutorial, I do a step-by-step walk you through how to build a website using WordPress as well as Bluehost. So set up my website. I set up using Elementor. Now I'm going to go to edit with Elementor. It takes me to the screen. Now I like Elementor because it's a lot of drag and drop, and you don't need any coding. Of course, if you decide that you want to add some coding, there is an option for you to add HTML to that as well. But we're not doing that today. We're just going to simply create the structure for your article that you're going to publish. So what is also your post that you're going to publish today. So now what I do is I start, and it's very simple, because you could go through all the process of doing this ad here, looking for a particular template here, or the blocks that they're here as well, which we're not doing that today. We're just going to simply build the structure using the feature that WordPress has here in Elementor. So I start here. I'm using the 6 dots. It should be there already. And then I start building. And I know that the first thing I want is my heading. Then I know the next one I have is, so I'm going to change it to H1. So this is my H1, and this is the heading, the title of your post. So you want to make sure to use keywords so that you optimize your post as much as possible. So I start there. I start with a keyword that I want to identify my particular post, and then I go from there. Then the next thing is I know I have a subheading. So I'm going to go back to the 6 dots, and then I'm going to do heading again. But this time, instead of H1 up here, I'm going to do H2, which already defaulted to that. And so you can also use this. If you're on this page and you're trying to get to that particular section, you could use this pencil here and it'll take you right there. Then same thing here. Now, I've done my heading, I've done my subheading, and now what I want to do is I want to add in my context, my content that I want to add for my post. So then I just go back onto the 6 dots and then I do text editor. And now you could see that it has the information here in the lorem ipsum that you now would copy and paste from your Word document to here. Now I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to quickly get through the structure of my post. And then I know that the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. And so I'm going to add image, and the image is here. And this is where you click on choose an image and it'll take you to your media library. And here's all my different images that I have. Now, I'm not going to do that yet because I'm still building my structure. So continue to do that as you look at how you wrote your article. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I know that I have my image. I'm going to have a subheading again. So then I go back to the 6 dots and I'm going to do a heading. And this time I'm going to do H2 again. So you continue to do that based on your article structure. And I find this to be the easiest way because you're building the structure, then you're going to just copy and paste over your content. Now, the most important thing that I did not know when I started is to optimize your images. And I'm going to put this particular website in my description as well. So all my images that I have right here, I'm going to go locate that right here. All these images that I created using my post. Here I have an image here. It's in a JPEG. So what I do is I take all my images. If you go to, I use Adobe for all my images, but then the size is so big. What I do is I take those images and I upload it. So here we go, images. And for this one, I've already optimized it, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to compress, and then I'm going to compress it here. And you can see that taking your image and saved 55% of it. And that's important because as you continue to build your website, you'll see the speed of your website, and people getting to your website may be impacted if you're not optimizing all your images on your website. And that's along the way I learned that. And it took me a long time to learn that piece of it after talking to many different people. But now the first thing I do when I build my article and I know the images that I'm going to use, I compress those images, and then from there, when I'm uploading my image, I upload the compressed image. Okay. And I continue to build this website until I'm completely done. Now I'm going to go and build that right now. And you can see on my left side, I cut and paste. Now this looks really big for my title. You have the option of going to style and typography. And you can fix it. You can make your size bigger, smaller. It's very customizable in Elementor. So I'm going to go with 40. And then here's my subheading. So as soon as you click on it, even if you don't necessarily click on the pencil, but I try to find the pencil, it'll get you to this particular title box. And this is where you add your next information. I just cut and paste. And then I change the size of it by going to typography. And I do a weight of 24. And as you're building your article, you'll decide on how big you want your title to be, how big your subheading, how big your the content you want everything to be. So it's up to you, and you can do it however it's your post. So here we go. Then right here, I'm going to cut and paste my content. Then I'm going to go to my image. I've already had an image here. And then I'm going to select this particular image. And now for my website, whenever I put on an image, it's the opacity is very blurred. Then I go to style and I change the opacity. And I keep on doing that until I'm completely done with my article. And then I'm going to publish. On this particular one, I'm going to publish it, but I'm going to delete it. And because I've already done this particular article already. Now I'm going to go back out of this area, and I'm going to go back to Lee's OC Notary, the dashboard. And I'm going to go to my post, and I'm going to show you. Change the title of this particular post previously. And then I'm going to edit with Elementor. And this is the final post that I did do a few weeks ago. And you can see that I have my header, my subheading, I have my the content, I have my image, and I have, as you go down, you'll see all my heading, my images, and that's how you build your post, and then you would publish it. I felt that this was building the structure first, and then copying and pasting the content over made it really easier for me to get my article published as soon as possible on my website. Mentioned that one of the things that I learned through the process of building my website is understanding the page speed. When I first started, I went my Lee's OC Notary. My web speed was like 30. Performance was 30%. Accessibility was in the lows, 0 to 49 seconds. It was red. Everything was red. And I didn't understand why. But as you're building your website and understanding the different terminologies, you're going to continue to diagnose your website and look at what are the red errors, and then learn to fix them. And I had done that with my desktop. I'm working on it with my mobile performance, and I know a little bit of ways to go. Some of it is still red, but I'm okay with right now where I'm at with the performance, because I know that I've went from 30% to now 77. I'm not even sure if it's actually percentage-wise, but I'm just going to call it. I started with 30, and now I'm at 77. I'm pretty happy with that, and I think you could do it too. I know, not even knowing how to build a website when I started over a year ago, and then just learning and building it, and just making those mistakes along the way. I built my website, and I'm continuing to build more websites. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you'd like to see more, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, bye.